Here in Austin, as we monitor storm chances tonight and tomorrow, for many Austinites, the threat of flooding is a huge concern. So some city leaders want to make sure it's addressed in the next budget. KVUE's Ford Sanders explains.
An area once filled with homes, now empty.
Ultimately decided it was a little too risky and didn't make that purchase.
Those are the decisions Bob Easley and his wife made in 2014 when moving to the Onion Creek neighborhood.
It was long before any buyout by the city, and so as we were looking at homes in the area, we looked at some that had been flooded.
This spot just off of Onion Creek in southeast Austin used to be home to, well, many homes. However, after serious floods years ago, the city actually had a buyout program to purchase and tear down homes in the floodplain. Well, some neighbors still live nearby and say the memories of those floods are still fresh.
I actually did drive by where I saw homes being torn down, and it really did hit me that that was somebody's home, not just a house, but someone's home, and all gone.
And now, that's on the mind of Councilmember Vanessa Fuentes.
In fact, the first item I brought forward on council was related to flood resilience.
Thursday, council members approved her proposal to increase the conversation around flooding in Austin and help bridge gaps for homeowners.
This item seeks to reduce financial barriers to flood insurance. It increases outreach and public education efforts around flood preparedness. With our climate crisis worsening, we can only expect more severe weather events. I mean, take a look at what's happening in Houston and other cities.
With Thursday's approval, Fuentes says this will be a priority for the city as budget talks for next year begin. In Austin, Ford Sanders, KVUE News.
Thank you, Ford. Councilmember Fuentes also told KVUE that FEMA upgraded Austin's rating when it comes to floodplains, so this means homeowners will now be eligible for a 25% discount on their flood insurance. A draft of the first ever statewide flood plan for Texas estimates more than 5 million residents live or work in an area susceptible to flooding. That's according to the state's Water Development Board. The board is using this plan to recommend hundreds of millions of dollars in infrastructure upgrades to strengthen the state against floods and rising sea levels. The board's taking public feedback on this plan until June 17th.